It's the 7th of October 2020 and we have a major hurricane, Delta. We're well into the Greek alphabet now. Delta, that's what it looks like. Delta is now rapidly approaching the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, and you can see it's really pulsing and badgering along. The tops of the convective tops are down to minus 90 Celsius, extremely deep, but there's no distinct eye in the infrared image, and the intensity has actually dropped a bit in the official estimates. If we look at the lightning, we can see that most of the storm is lightning free, apart from these really deep cores over on slightly to the west of the center. Here's a zoomed in view, and there's the coast of the Yucatan. It's certainly getting close, isn't it? I'd like to see the Mexican radar. Is there a radar here? I had hopes for the National Meteorological Service of Belize, but their maintenance is going on for the radar there. Well, found the radar. Here's the radar from Cuba, off the tip. Just the tip. And you can see a banding feature underneath all of that cloud. Actually, that's that really intense thunderstorm area with the lightning. But the center looks like it's a little bit to the northeast of that and barreling in towards Cancun over here. Current estimate from the National Hurricane Center is 105 knots, 120 miles an hour. It's a Category 3 hurricane. The National Hurricane Center predicts a Category 3 hurricane landfall close to the tip of the Yucatan Peninsula, a little bit in. I think that's quite close to Cancun. Hurricane Wharf, which is initializing it at around Category 2 hurricane strength by looks of things. The purple is where it's hurricane strength, and the storm comes in and clips that tip of the Yucatan Peninsula. It's actually going right into Cancun on this model run. And then the storm progresses into the Gulf of Mexico and intensifies over warmer waters as it heads northward. The H Wharf is picking up the storm quite a lot in intensity to become 100 knot back to Category 3 hurricane strength before making landfall in Louisiana, current forecast at Category 3 hurricane strength according to this one simulation. But that is essentially exactly the same as what the Hurricane Center have, the National Hurricane Center have it as a major hurricane, so they're suggesting Category 3 or more as it approaches Louisiana currently, before weakening as it progresses over land. If we bring in Google Maps on the left, you can see now exactly where Cancun is, and it is in here, and just tucks in past it's striking the northeast corner of the Yucatan Peninsula, and then barrels into the Gulf of Mexico, where the waters are pretty warm still, and the circulation broadens, and then it takes a curve into Louisiana. This one is the European Center model. The intensity is strong. The saving grace could be just prior to landfall. There's apparently cooler waters off the coast. Well, you can take a look at that, and upwelling ahead of the storm, which may allow it to weaken just a dash prior to landfall, but still a very highly damaging and serious situation to Louisiana. And depending on the track, it could go into Texas, far southeastern. Here you can see the sea surface temperatures for the Gulf of Mexico. It's plenty warm down in the south, but there are those cooler waters, which are getting down below 26 Celsius. They're down to 24, 23 by the looks of things over there. So that's their slight bit of weakening potential just prior to landfall from that cooling and obviously the land interaction. Here's hoping. I have a few clips from Storm Alex that I'm just going to shove in here. There they are, here they are. These are them. Storm Alex was a real nasty storm, producing flash floods on the cold front into southeastern France and northwestern Italy. Destroyed dozens of houses in the floods and washed away roads in the mountainous region. Now though, in Europe, the main action is in the Balkans. Heavy rain and thunderstorms, potentially flooding rain into the mountains there, coming up and into Albania, progressing into Greece, and then towards Turkey as we head towards the weekend. We've also got a typhoon coming in towards Japan, but it never gets that strong according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, just taking it up to about 80 knots and missing, actually curving round. But this is quite a close curve, isn't it? Let's see what Hurricane Wharf wants to do with it. It takes the storm up towards there are the Japanese islands coming in on the left, and the storm comes up bringing tropical storm force conditions in towards the coast. And a little bit of hurricane strength there, but offshore as it approaches reasonably close to Tokyo in here. That's Tokyo. Quite close, but looks like it is going to be a miss. However, a ways to go. The models are not all in agreement. Some are taking it into Japan, and some clipping it over Tokyo, which could cause disruption. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. There is Chan-hom Typhoon, and if we head over to Central Asia, or what I call Central Asia, there's actually stuff brewing over the Indian subcontinent, and a possible depression brewing in the Bay of Bengal. According to the European Centre model, the depression develops off the coast of Myanmar and then progresses across the Andaman Islands, and you can see the depression over here. It does look like it develops a little bit, but never quite reaches a significant strength. In fact, I'm not sure it even gets tropical storm strength according to this. However, if we jump over to Vietnam, there's another storm system coming in there. So the situation by the weekend looks like we'll have two disturbances, and one of them will be probably approaching tropical storm strength according to the European Centre model. That is going to bring a ton of rain into Vietnam and into the mountains there. And actually, that's all I've got for today, so let's leave you with this nice flyover of Mount Cook, New Zealand. Peace out.